Minecraft is adding 8 new wolf variants to the game, which honestly may be the best thing they've ever done. These new pups are beyond adorable and I cannot wait to go and find and tame all of them in my world when we do get our hands on the new update. But for now, whilst we wait, I'm going to build them their very own house, fit with individual themed rooms based on the biomes that they are found in, as well as a food hall, a communal play area, a swimming pool, and much more. First things first, I'm going to build the house exterior, making sure it's big enough for all of the rooms that we need. So that means I need to find myself a good plot of land. This should do quite nicely. Gonna have to get rid of that lava pool though. That is a definite safety hazard. It's already catching fire. Yeah, this has got to go right now. Okay, lava cleared, area to build in also cleared. Let's place some blocks. I would kind of like a little friend to keep me company whilst I'm building their new home, so let's see what variant we get in the plains biome. That's just the regular one, isn't it? That's fine, I'm glad you're still in the game. You can sit tight over here and watch me construct your new house for all of your new friends. So how do we feel about this, size-wise? Got the big building at the back and 2 smaller ones out the front. As long as we've got enough for around 12 rooms, I'd say, that should be good. And this, oh yeah, I can definitely fit at least 12 rooms in here. And here it is, all filled in and fully detailed. It's definitely not the most impressive thing I've ever built. It's a little bit plain, I'll be honest. But I don't think the dogs are going to be too fussed of what the exterior looks like, so it'll do. And if we take a step onto the inside, it is definitely looking big enough to fit in all of our pups. The next step is to divvy up where all of the rooms are going to go. The downstairs is done and we're already sitting pretty at 13 rooms. And yes, don't worry, I can count. I'm well aware this is not 13. There are 2 more rooms in both of these buildings that we have on the front side. Now, obviously, all of these are not going to be bedrooms, for the dogs that is. We'll stick most of them upstairs probably, but it's nice to have some options to create rooms that aren't just living spaces. We've got a couple of really small ones, for instance, only 6 blocks. I'll be honest, no idea what I'm going to put in them at the moment. But we do have this nice central one right as you walk through the door, which I think the main purpose of this, honestly, is probably going to be a staircase, because somehow we do need to get upstairs. We now have a lovely staircase leading us up to the top level, where we have a grand total of 5 rooms, and all of these are going to be for our dogs. So we got 9 dogs in total, 5 of them are going upstairs, and the other 4, including this guy, are going to go in the 2 buildings that are in these 2 sections of the house. Which is going to leave us with this foyer open for something, I'm not sure what at the moment, and then 1, 2, 3, and I guess 4 here on either side for something else we can build. So 8 additional rooms. What do dogs even need that require 8 more rooms? I don't know. This is coming from a professional dog walker. That is literally what I do in real life. I should probably know this. I think first things first, I'm going to decorate all of their rooms and actually move our dogs in and they can get settled into their individual living accommodations. First up is the original wolf, now known as the Pale Wolf. So you, my friend, can come with me. And he is going to be getting the best room in the house, the biggest one, front and center on the upstairs right here. Come to think of it, I'm going to be changing up the floor, so unfortunately, buddy, I'm going to just push you outside and I'll decorate your room, and then it'll be a nice surprise when we're all done, and then you can get settled. So just wait out here, please and thank you. Okay, buddy, are you ready to see your new home? Well, come on in, after you. Wow. Gotta put him on the lead. Come on, this way. Welcome to your humble abode. How do you like it? Let's shut you in real quick before you do another runner. So the idea is all of these rooms are very subtly going to be themed after the biome that these dogs are now found in. This guy is found in the taiga biome, as you can see from the spruce tree and the bigger spruce tree over here, as well as the spruce floor. As I said, subtle. But we also have his comfy bed, a couple of toys dotted around, and his food and water. But that's the idea for their rooms, so now we can go ahead and speed run for the other 8 new dog breeds. First up is the woods wolf, which is found in the forest biome, and it's nicely moved into its new room. Next up is the ashen wolf, found in the snowy taiga biome, and it's safely settled into its new snowy home. The black wolf is found in the old growth pine taiga and I think is loving their new place. Then we have the chestnut wolf who is found in the old growth spruce taiga, so slightly different but basically the same biome, and they've got a similar sort of thing going on here. Next up is the rusty wolf found in the sparse jungle, and I gotta say, I think this wolf variant might be my favourite, so of course had to give him a good room. The spotted wolf can be found in the savanna plateaus, but this one specifically can be found in his new home. We then have the striped wolf, which is found in the wooded badlands, and they are nicely settled in. And last but not least, we have the snowy wolf found in the grove biome, who is also loving their new room, along with the rest of the dogs. So now I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the remainder of the rooms, and all I can really think of at the moment is for these two smaller sections, we could turn it into a toilet. I'm not sure they'll really need a toilet. They'll probably just go outside as a first port of call, but maybe it's raining and they gotta poop and they don't want to go out there, so this is what that room's for. I've made a number of toilets in this game before, and believe you me, this is not the grossest. It's actually kind of normal compared to some I've done in the past in medieval villages, for example. So what we have going on here, of course, the two toilets for, double dogs to use, or just one real big one, I suppose. It's all self-cleaning, don't worry about it. I don't have to do a thing. These dogs are living in a high-tech house. And then over here, they can come and bidet themselves, I guess. They're very sophisticated. They are clean dogs. In all of the dogs' rooms, they have a food bowl and a water bowl, or a plate and a pot. I'm guessing the butler keeps that stocked up, which I suppose is me in this situation. But I think it would be nice to have a communal place where they can all go and eat together. So the next step is a food hall of sorts in one of these slightly larger rooms. They're really not that big though. But that's fine, dogs don't take up a whole lot of room. How many do we need? We got 9, right? Yeah, that's not enough plates for them. This is not going to do. We might end up having to split it into 2 food halls. One this side and one the other side, but this isn't good enough for the new dogs. They're going to hate it. Far too basic. I'm going to pretend this is like an auto food dispenser, and it's going to come straight out onto the table here. Trouble is, this doesn't look too hot from the outside, so got to cover this up somehow. That'll do. It's good enough. There we go. This table is going to sit 5 of the little pups. Something tells me these dogs aren't going to quite appreciate the effort that I've put into this house, but who knows? Maybe they will. We'll even have a cake over here as dessert. Dog friendly, of course. And this isn't another bidet, despite looking strikingly similar. It is their drinking bowl, of course. That they've got to share. Unfortunately, there's no room for one each. They've already got their own room. Come on, I've only got so much space. I'm sure these dogs would appreciate some fine art on the wall. That might be a bit too big. There we go, that's better size. Look at this. Is that not the fanciest dog food hall you've ever seen? It's the first one I've ever seen, so yeah, by default it is, for me anyway, the fanciest I've ever seen. Just doing the same in the other room, and I'm realizing we got 10 plates in total. I guess 9 of them, of course, are for the dogs, but then we got 1 spare, so it's either for a friend to come round, or I'm eating with the dogs, which I guess I actually prefer that. Yeah, this one's mine. I reserve this seat. There we go, 2 food halls complete. What next? We're definitely going to need some kind of play area, so I guess we'll just stick a bunch of toys in here and stuff for them to do. Or maybe we should actually do that in the big middle room. Admittedly, the staircase takes up a lot of it, but I think overall we've still got the most room behind here and in front of it too. It is hard to build dog equipment in such a confined small area. I should probably do this outside, but I need to fill the rooms with something. So we've got whatever this is. Kind of looks like a scratching post, I guess. It's not, it's something else. I'll let you determine that. But over here we have a ramp. I got one of these in real life for my actual dogs that I walk, and they love it. They're always just going up and down the ramp. It's like the most fun thing ever. Why? I don't know, but they honestly can't get enough. And then over here we have a little hideaway cubby hole for the ones who have had enough of socializing and just want to go hide away somewhere and get away from it all. So they can go under the stairs there in that little nook. And over here by the doorway we have all of their toys in good dog fashion right in the way of where you're walking. It's just an assortment of items which kind of look like they could be toys of some kind. I'm not sure. Use your imagination. Whilst I'm thinking about what to do with the final 2 remaining rooms, I'm thinking we turn these 2 tiny rooms, which are kind of just like an extension of this corridor, into small sitting areas, a little bit like that cubby hole we have around the back of the staircase, where they can kind of just come and chill and get out of the way a bit. Even though it's literally in the middle of a corridor, it's probably not out of the way. It's probably very much so in the way. It's still a nice little spot for it. I'm thinking we just do something super simple like this, a couple of raised up beds, and for the really smart dogs, the ones that can climb ladders, dogs can do that, some of them, rare few, but it's possible they can come up here to the bunk bed and get really far out the way. Gonna have to train you to do that. I'm not sure they're super willing though. And then of course, same again on the other side. Plenty of room for them. I think in the long corridors just outside of these rooms, I should probably use something. We do have a fair amount of space here, and every dog loves sitting up on the couch. So why don't we just build a couch for them? It's a bit of a thin one, I'll be honest. Not much room, but I'm sure they'll appreciate it nonetheless. I've got it. So, of course, we got our bathroom here, but we're kind of missing the bath element of it. It's just a toilet. So why don't we turn one of these rooms here into a big old bathroom so they can have a wash if they get a little bit mucky going outside. Not sure how clean this would stay realistically, but we got a big old tub for them, plenty of room. You can even turn the overhead shower on if they're that dirty, needing a super wash. We got the clean towels over here, and of course the dirty towels ready to go in the wash. And that just leaves us with one final room remaining. However, I do have an idea of something I would like to build outside here. We got this great big wide open space just in front of the entranceway, and I'm thinking we turn this into some sort of big old pool and an outside play area for them. Probably their favorite part of the house, which isn't even going to be in it. Gonna try and take a little bit of inspiration from a dog swimming pool that I've already made in Minecraft. Yes, I know, it's weird that I've made one already, but I have. I made a house for my dogs in my survival series, and the pool that I built them was bone-shaped. A little bit like this. However, I think it's a tiny bit too stubby. It feels like it needs to be a little bit longer. There we go, that's better. It obstructs the entranceway slightly. You do have to go round, but that's fine. Got ourselves a diving board now, as well as a couple of rubber rings. Something else that is a must is a sand pit. Dogs love to dig, and instead of having a bunch of holes all over the house here, I'll make them a designated sand pit that they can actually use. There we go, that's pretty good. Added in some suspicious sand too for a little bit of texture, and how about we make a small pile out here just to kind of show that the sand is actually being dug out and chucked out onto the side everywhere. There we go. I like that. Never mind the sand pit, never mind the pool, this might be the best thing yet. It's an auto ball dispenser. I am going to have the easiest time ever looking after all of these pups. The only question remains is what to do with the final room. I mean, there really only is one option, right? It's a no-brainer. There's nothing else that could possibly be put in here. Other than a bounce house, a trampoline room, somewhere for the dogs to just come and let loose. Admittedly, it's not massive, there's not a whole lot of space, but they are confined, so at least they're not going to fall off the side and hurt themselves. I did debate putting in some sort of basketball hoop up here, but then I realized, okay, we're not making Airbud's house. That probably would just be for me, but yeah, I've decided to go with some paintings instead. I suppose there is only one final thing left to do, and that is to, well, let the dogs out. Come on, boy. You and all your friends are coming with me. That means you, and you, and you, and you, you, and you, you, and lastly, you. It's a little bit of chaos. I'll be honest, I don't know where half of them have gone. I'm guessing they've teleported elsewhere. The table also falls apart whenever they walk on their seats, but they seem very happy, and that's the main thing. This one really likes the cake. That one has somehow got outside. Not sure how. You are terrible guard dogs. This guy's just waltzed on into the place, brought 2 llamas that you weren't fussed about, and you just let him walk on in all over your food. What are you doing? Actually, how would you like to be a dog sitter? Do you want to look after these guys for me? You know what? I think he does. So, puppies, enjoy your meal. All 5 of you. I'm just going to go see where the others have ended up. We got 2 in the play area over here, standing tall and mighty on the ramp. And then where are the other 2? Nobody's in their rooms. For some bizarre reason, they're not jumping up and down on the trampoline. And they're not doing their business. Unless... There they are. These two are outside in the pool, happy as Larry, having a good time. Okay, Mr. Trader, I'm going to leave you be, let you take care of them. 2 walks a day will be fine. Each of them individually, of course. They eat 3 times a day. Make sure you don't forget any of their food. Do all of their allergies and medicines and everything. Make sure they're constantly getting belly scratches. And other than that, it should be plain sailing. So, best of luck. I will be back. But for now, I'm going to go and do some other things in Minecraft. So there we go, everybody. That's going to do it for this fun little video. I've had a really good time putting this together. It's been a bit of a silly one, but I have had a blast, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching too. I love dogs and I love Minecraft, so seeing the two of them really come together like this with all of these new wolf variants is amazing. I cannot wait for 1.21. I am super excited. But for now, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.